Hi, Leo there, folks. Hope everyone's well. Life is treating you well. I'm doing a bit of a weekly update here. I've been suffering from a certain amount of seasonal depression. I think a lot of people go through that this time of year. It's not so much the cold weather or the long nights. Those actually don't bother me that much. It's the time of reflection that comes with this time of winter. The realization that I can't, do the gift-giving thing like as easily as some of my friends or family. I'm not at a point in my life where I want to be. And there's that. And there's also the classic missing the people that aren't there anymore. People that were as much a part of Christmas for you as the music or the eggnog or the tree or what have you. And any holiday for any, group will be that way, whether you're celebrating Christmas, Hanukkah, Kwanzaa, what have you. That time of year is a time when you sort of try and retreat back to your core family and your core tribe. And some of the people who were part of my core family and core tribe just aren't there anymore, and it doesn't feel the same. So there's partly that. But beyond that, I decided to do something to try and help me break out of that particular funk that comes with this time of year. I asked in various social network places, what is your favorite at the table tabletop memory? I obviously have spent a lot of time LARPing, and LARPing has its own sort of unique flavor to memory, but at the table memories. And I got a lot of responses, and I think most of them fell into a couple of categories. Either it was funny, like it was a comedic moment, that, an unscripted, unintended comedic moment that is the sort of unique interplay of having so many different personalities doing, working on this creative project at a particular time. Sometimes it's the good banter, or somebody does something crazy and it works, or what have you. The favorite memory for a lot of the people who responded was something funny, which I'm down with. I think that's the humor that happens at the table is definitely a part of my enjoyment of role-playing games. And I like it when it's not forced. I've never been a big fan of the sort of quote-unquote comedy game. The one with the funny concept just to make you laugh. The only one I can think of that I really enjoyed was Paranoia, which is ridiculous and farcical, but it's done in such a manner that it just works without being, hey, look how clever and funny we are. But the funny that comes from interaction, honest, sort of what they would call emergent interaction, emergent behavior at the table, is the part that makes it funny. In a much more genuine way, and more memorable as a result. The other category that I saw a few responses in were more poignant. Things that, came at a particular time in their life, or, there was a particular group of people that, a particular situation outside of the game that made what was going on in the game that much more potent. I saw a few of those. And, again, that's part of the thing that I really like about role-playing games is it sort of, you carry your own baggage to the table, certainly, but that helps give meaning to the story, just like if you're watching a movie and, say your dad died not too long ago and you see a movie and the character's dad died, you feel it a little bit more than maybe the guy next to you didn't go through that. So, yeah, the out of character, the moment, the crowd, and that thing. My favorite tabletop memory, and it's really hard to peg down because I've got a lot of them. I mean, I've got some of the funnies. I've got some of the, wow, that came off exactly as I intended it to, and it worked, and it was really satisfying. But I think the one that sticks out to me is sitting around the table playing a Game of Thrones game, a Song of Ice and Fire, with my buddies, Lee Hammock, Brandis Stoddard, Greg Roth, Wendy Haller, Rabbit, now Stoddard, and Lori Zelkowski, Ian Lemke. We had a great crowd. We were all working at a video game company at the time, and we just, the way the crowd, the particular group meshed, it was a perfect group. And you could feel it, and we all sort of felt it while we were sitting there. We were a perfect group for that game, and it was so satisfying to sort of be able to play with people who had all of your sort of verbal shorthand, the sort of role-playing tics that you have and they have that play off each other. The strengths and weaknesses of each of the players were so perfectly meshed that you could feel that the table, that was the game. And I think that particular realization was my favorite at the table moment. Anyway, that's my thoughts for right now. I may have other thoughts later this week, but I thought I'd post a little update and say hi, and I'm alive. Hello. I hope everybody's having a good holiday. Probably, I may or may not post another thing before Christmas. If I don't, Merry Christmas to those of you who celebrate. Happy Hanukkah to those who celebrate that. Happy whatever your holiday of choice is. Or if you don't celebrate a holiday, have a happy day. Try and have some fun. Anyway, thanks for watching. Subscribe, like, share with all the people, and I will talk to you later. See ya.